One of the greatest weeks in all of dirt track racing.
You've got the best guys literally from every single type of discipline of racing.
We got sprint cars, midgets, dirt modified guys, dirt late model guys, NASCAR drivers, IndyCar drivers.
Almost 400 race cars. I mean, it's crazy.
It's not just dirt car. It's not just asphalt. It's everything.
Anything and everything will and can happen to you.
Not about the money, not about anything. It's all about getting that golden driller on Saturday.
These two gentlemen right here are probably the two best racers in the whole United States. They call him the GOAT, greatest of all time.
He is a three-time Chili Bowl Nationals champion from California, the 1K, Kyle Larson!
Christopher, he's just an Okie that's been made it big time.
Number 71W, he is a three-time Chili Bowl Nationals champion, Christopher Bell!
It's so hard to win. It's one of the hardest races to win in the entire world. Just ask Larson.
I'm sorry NASCAR, I'm sorry Daytona, but this is the biggest effing race I've ever won.
Christopher Bell has described it as his biggest win of his lifetime, and he's won it 3 times. Beating 300 people in that building, beating Kyle Larson, beating Christopher Bell, finally making it to the top of the pinnacle of midget racing at the Chili Bowl. The prestige is the #1 reason why it's the greatest dirt track event ever.
To go here. They're counting them down. The 31st running of the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl. And there is your leader looking for his first golden driller. One more clean lap. Can he make it happen as the white flag flies? Christopher Bell comes slinging around. Well, I listen to the fans, so they love this young man. Talk about a bright future.
This has been my whole life coming, man. I've had so many opportunities to get this done, and I've never been able to do it, so for me to be able to win here, it's a dream come true.
That was my #1 goal on my bucket list, to be able to win a race that means so much to me.
The battle for the lead starting to heat up again. Kyle Larson, the 01, Christopher Bell has caught him in the 71. He had a half a second lead a lap ago. It's cut to 3/10.
Oh, Larson! His engine puffs a big bunch of blue smoke, and he is done.
Wow.
The Toyota goes dead right there. What a heartbreaker for him.
3-second lead for Christopher Bell as he works the high side in turns 3 and 4. He can call himself a 2-time winner of the Chili Bowl. Bell wins here in Tulsa.
To win the Chili Bowl last year was something that I'll never forget, and to be able to do it back-to-back is something that I'm just speechless for.
Off corner number 4, green flag. We go racing at the Chili Bowl.
Can Larson get it done for the first time in his career? There's not much he hasn't won.
Larson continues to lead by a second over Bell.
Bell right there, wrestling his way forward. 2 to go for Larson. Bell down low. Larson the long way around up high. 1 more lap to go. Larson flag to the bottom. Bell within a car length. Bell enters turn 1 and 2. Larson low. Bell down there. Banging wheels. Final set of corners. Final time. Larson in. They bang again. But Bell steals it at the line.
Christopher Bell leads 1 lap of this race. Less than 1 lap of this race. And it's the only one that matters.
Yeah, I ran 53 and a half good laps and just didn't close it out. So, hate it. It's just disappointing, to be close to winning a race like this and, feeling like I did everything I could, up until the very end there.
Right place, right time for the Norman, Oklahoma driver.
Totally messing up on the last lap and letting Bell get by. That was probably the worst feeling I've ever had in my life.
Larson throws another slider at Bell. Coming out of turn number 4. Bell turns it away. Now Larson again to the bottom of the racetrack. In 1 and 2, crosses up. Had it for the blink of an eye. Drag race down the back straightaway. Coming in to lap number 39. Larson takes the lead.
Wow, Kyle Larson, your new leader on lap number 37.
I think this one's going to be all Kyle Larson. He's got to get through turns 3 and 4 right now. Looks like he's going to get it done. And Kyle Larson finally closes a deal at the Chili Bowl. The one that's gotten away so many times has finally been caught.
Destiny fulfilled for Kyle Larson at the 34th Chili Bowl Nationals.
It's unbelievable what he has done in his career to this point, and finally gets the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl Nationals.
I'm sorry, NASCAR. I'm sorry, Daytona, but this is the biggest effing race I've ever won.
You know, he's my toughest competition. You know, obviously I want to beat him really bad, and he got the best of me last year. We'll see if I can't get back on top this year.
2 years ago, it was Bell getting Larson away as they were sneaking up on the back of the field. 5 left for Larson. He bikes it up. Here comes Bell. Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, and Bell makes the big mistake.
Christopher Bell's night is done. Wow, that was a big crash.
Kyle Larson trying to go back-to-back after waiting 13 years. He will cap the biggest year of his open wheel career with his second Chili Bowl win. Kyle Larson wins the 35th annual Lucas Oil Chili Bowl Midget Nationals.
Everyone's excited because Christopher Bell is returning to the Chili Bowl Midget Nationals.
It's painful whenever it goes on and you're not there, right? It caught me by surprise whenever I got that phone call that said that I'm going to be able to go race.
Green flag at the Tulsa Shootout.
We're going to have a Larson versus Bell. Larson's going to have to go to work. Here it is, guys. What an absolute showman.
Riding the wall into turns 3 and 4. Larson up and over the cushion, down the hill. 1 to go. Larson closes in. For all the marbles, Kyle Larson. Cushion, who cares? Launches off of turn number 2. Final set of corners. Final time. The Tulsa Shootout goes to Christopher Bell.
There's so many people that's been chomping at the bit, wanting so badly for you to be back on dirt, and you just made a big old splash right in your backyard.
It took me 13 years to win my first Chili Bowl. You know, there's 300 to 400 entries. You know, a lot's got to go right, a lot can't go wrong, and then you got guys like Christopher who are extremely good and make it even harder.
This was the granddaddy of them all for me. This was my race. Like Daytona, I didn't really know much about. I didn't really know much about Indy. It was the Chili Bowl. So there's a lot of dirt races out there, but this is the one dirt race that gets the attention across of all motorsports. You can be anywhere in the country, and the Chili Bowl is the dirt race that gets brought up.
Under the white flag one more time. This has been the Christopher Bell Show, picking off where he left off a week ago. Has virtually been untouched all 25 laps for the final time. Christopher Bell and his return to Keith Kunz Motorsports wins your 2025 O'Reilly Invitational Race of Champions. To the white flag and Larson to the lead. Larson's going to run the slider line. Here comes Golubic lining him up for one final time. Into turns 3 and 4. Golubic to the bottom. Larson protects. Up the hill they go. Welcome back to the Chili Bowl. Larson steals it on Monday night. Bell wins the Race of Champions. Larson says, hold my beer. 1 to go. Bell right there. So's Bernal.
Bernal to the inside. 3 wide for the lead down here in 1 and 2. Thorson jumps the berm. Bernal to the bottom side. Thorson gets the drive off. And the 3 and 4 for the final time. Bernal slides up. Tanner Thorson holds them all off. He'll get the win. Second will go to Ryan
Chili Bowl!
He is a three-time Chili Bowl Nationals champion, Christopher Bell!
He's a two-time champion of the Chili Bowl Nationals from California of the 1K, Kyle Larson!
This is when it all comes down to it. 40 laps separating a driver from the ultimate glory in auto racing. Will it be a repeat winner? Will we have a first-time winner?
It's Larson and Brooks into turn number 3 and out of corner number 4. Green flag. We're racing at the Chili Bowl.
Larson's already running the highline. He's up above the cushion carrying speed. We're seeing everyone commit to it early here.
Larson now is going to have all sorts of company with Dason Pursley, who's now closed the gap here as Pursley's now within 3 car lengths. And Kyle Larson's got to be really, really careful here. Oh, there's contact ahead of him. Larson's caught up in it, but he keeps going. Nearly avoids disaster.
Larson pacing around the top. He hasn't had to move it a little bit. Oh, Larson in the wall! Gets sideways. Pursley up to the top.
Larson bounced it off the wall, spinning around, coming down the front stretch of the track with 3 laps to go, leading. And since the caution came out, he kept rolling. He's going to retain the lead.
Down to 2 to go for Larson.
Pursley's going to set his sights on Larson into turn 3. Both 4 in the fluff here in turns 3 and 4. Dason Pursley closing in with 1 to go.
Can Pursley pull the upset, or is this going to be number 3 for the guy who may be the best in the world? Into 3 and off of 4. Kyle Larson does it again at the Chili Bowl.
3-time champion Kyle Larson gets it done in absolute spectacular fashion. It's just another example of Kyle Larson doing Kyle Larson things.
Young Money Kyle Larson, your 2025 Chili Bowl champion.
I've never had one with you.
Yeah, come on.
All these people.
Thank you. See ya. We'll see you down there.
Have a good one.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. That was an interesting one. You know, it's shown this week that there's a ton of really, really competitive, great race car drivers out there. I'm bummed I wasn't a little bit more of a factor, but you know, it's tough. Whenever you don't get away with that prelim win and you're starting in the back, it makes it extremely difficult. You know, having both of us racing in the same event is really, really good for the sport, and it just elevates everybody's game. So I wish I could have Thursday back, but guess what? We'll be back in 360-something days.
Larson and Bell. The respectful rivalry continues. Now, they're both tied with 3 Chili Bowl wins. The big question remains, will one of them get a 4th? And if so, which one? With 350 plus cars in the building, the 2026 Chili Bowl Nationals is shaping up to be one of the largest ever.